So what is happening YouTube? We're back and we're trying out something new. First, a smidgen of bad news. I know, getting used to that now. That is early days. So the last episode that I recorded, the last episode that I put up for you guys, if you remember, I put up an episode where we finished on what was supposed to be a cliffhanger. If you remember, I was standing in front of this gate. I had the generator on a trolley. Couldn't remember what that thing was called there for a minute. And I had ran round the outside of this arena. I'd come back, opened the gate, we had the generator and we were getting ready to push it in here. And I said, I'm going to end it on a cliffhanger. Well, the medium uses an autosave feature, and I was quite comfortable that where I had left off I could pick up from. I recorded a whole half-hour episode. I think it was just over half hour actually. I think it was about 36 minutes. Felt really good about it. Went back to check my recording software and Elgato had crapped out on me after 19 seconds. And to say that I was a bit upset would be an understatement. I was devastated. So I thought, hey ho, we'll go again. The autosave that I had brought me back to the start of this area, so literally all I had to do was do the whole run round the outside thing again and come back to here and pick up. So I picked up again, had my little moan about the fact that the audio recording software had crapped out on me again, and played through, checked the software after about 10 minutes, it was still recording, felt quite happy, quite confident. Once I got to the end of another 30-minute recording session, you can hear the pain in my voice that's coming. It had crapped out on me after 18 minutes this time. So, the problem that I've got now is that after both of those play sessions, all the autosave slots are now used up. Don't have anything any further back, which is a bit of a disaster. I'll show you what I mean. As you can see, these are all further on. This is the furthest back I can go, and it's after I've pushed the cart. Now, I could go back to the beginning of the game and play through all of it again, but I really want to get a series finished regardless of whether it's got mistakes in it or not. I'm just so gutted for you guys that you're not going to get to see what happened here. But basically what happened was we pushed the cart to here, the demon thing stuck in that area ahead, and when we get to this point where Marianne's standing now, the scene takes over. The cart goes rolling down these tracks, smashes through the gate, lands in the water.
God, I hope this is over.
And discharges its electricity. We see the demon getting fried, and then we can just walk through. Super annoyed that you guys are missing out on that. It's literally 30 seconds, because that line that Marianne just gave, God, I hope this is over, is what happens after the cutscene ends. The demon's disappeared. We don't know if it's fried, dead for good, or whatever. It's incredibly frustrating for me, but I'm a novice YouTuber, and this is part of the learning process. I'm sure everybody's had to go through pain like this. So I'm going to push on. This is the third time that I've recorded this footage, so swings and roundabouts. We all learn. Here we are in the woods looking pretty spooky there in the background. I've taken the frame counter and everything off. MSI apparently has a conflict problem with OBS. I've switched over to trying to use OBS. which is another new piece of software. Something else that I'm having to learn as I go.
What is that?
So I apologise
Sounds like...
if this doesn't go tremendously well to begin with. I'm going to have to learn how to use this and catch up again. So, quick note about this area before we walk into it. If you look over to your left, you should be able to see there's a swing on the... hanging from the limb of the tree on the left, moving backwards and forwards. Because of the graphic settings that I've got, you might just not be able to see that by the time I've uploaded this, but fingers crossed that it looks okay. But anyway, you should be able to see that swing moving, and that's what you're hearing creaking in the background there. And if you look closely at the centre of the screen, or just centre left, you'll see what looks like a tree house, parasol, or an umbrella being used as a parasol, dolls and teddies in the middle. So that should be a clue as to who we're going to meet. I won't keep you in suspense.
Sadness? Sadness, is that you?
Oh, hi, Marianne. Did you find what you were looking for?
I was hoping you could tell me. Sadness. I need you to focus. Think back to as far as you can remember. What do you see?
Is this a game?
I'm afraid not, hon. This is important. Listen. I know what Richard did. Was he the one keeping you here?
Marianne!
It's okay. I've sent him away. He's gone forever. Lily.
Lily? Lily.
That used to be your name. Do you remember? All that's happened. Your father. You remember him?
I remember. Mommy. Oh, she was so pretty, but so sad. Just like you.
It must be nice to remember your mommy. I never met my parents. We were in an accident when I was very little. I was the only one who made it. It was really lonely without them.
I know what that's like. Ever since my friends. This is a lonely place, Marianne. I shouldn't be here.
Maybe you'd be better off somewhere else. Maybe I could...
Send me away? No, Marianne. I can't leave. Not yet.
But why? Aren't you afraid of the monster?
I am. But it doesn't need me anymore. It wants you. And when it breaks you, when it puts you on, it'll finally be able to leave this place. But it will never be full. It will never stop killing.
Then let me send you away. So we can both leave. Now that you remember who you are, I can...
No, Marianne. It's not just about me. It's you. You have to remember. The dream. The fire. The red house.
What? Wait! No, what is the red house?
You were there, Marianne. With me. You were always with me. I'm so sorry.
Lily? Oh, shit. Gone. Just when I thought I could finally send her away. Thomas? I really hope you're still out here. Because I'm running out of options.
So, a few things there. Lillian and Marianne have a link. Lillian saying that Marianne was always with her. It's interesting.
All right, Richard. It's just you and me. We're gonna have a nice chat. Hey. Hey! He really messed you up, didn't he? In ways no one else could.
He tried to get to Richard, too. Didn't realize he was no longer there.
So the he she's referring to there, if you go back a few episodes, you'll remember Marianne found a telephone in the medical exam room, and when she examined it, she heard a message from a member of an investigation team that was sent, and he was saying that things needed to go away quickly. His superiors wanted it to go away. The person he was talking to, superiors wanted it to go away, so if they could all just make that happen as quickly as possible, yada yada yada. So it looks like he tried to speak to Richard post whatever Thomas did to him, without realising that he was never going to get anything out of Richard, because Richard had been torn to pieces psychologically and psychically, so there was nothing left to find. Certainly nothing left of him to talk to him.
Now, here's a hard-working man who could probably use a well-deserved smoke. It's Francis, right?
Excuse me, but, who are you exactly?
No, just a guy looking to do the right thing. I imagine some would call me a patriot. Are you a patriot, Francis?
Patriot, huh? I imagine others would call you something else entirely.
I can think of a few words. But again, same guy. So this is him doing the rounds, trying to find people that he can get information from. Here we have a creepy doll's bench. And a font, which Marianne...
The spark's too weak to absorb.
can't
It's
absorb
like
because
it's
it's too...
missing something.
Loving the creepy details on the house. Again, they look like people that have been torn apart and left to rot here by whatever Thomas has become. I mean, Thomas was the only one that could do that unless someone else learned to do it. Lots of speculation. That creepy whispering you can hear is the audio cue for these things. I usually see them anyway because I'm using my insight to scan for them.
Are you looking for this, little girl?
I'm sorry, but, Father doesn't like it when I talk to strangers.
Wonder why.
Smart man. He's the manager around here, right? Would you happen to know where he is? I'd love to have a word with him.
Go away! Or I'll scream!
Clever girl.
So there he is trying to talk to Lily-Ann. Now that really isn't going to impress Thomas very much at all.
Thomas,
Considering what happened with Richard.
you were here. This was your place.
Not 100% sure if that means this was his workshop, his private place, part of his house. I don't know.
What the hell happened here?
Broken chair. Tape recorder.
July 27th, 1983. The Gemini case. The investigation is moving along, but I think Rekovich is starting to suspect something. Need to move fast. Tonight's the night.
So they knew about Thomas. But how much exactly? And who the hell were they?
So that looks like the real reason that this investigator chap is asking a lot of questions. Thomas is who he's looking for. But why? What does he know? Does he know who Thomas really is? Probably not.
Oh, hey, a eunuch. Someone's got good taste.
Not sure if that's good or bad or average or...
Well, you're one to talk. This was your bright idea. No, they're already on to us. That son of a bitch is one of them. I can feel it. Fine, we'll make sure. Come on. It's almost dawn.
One of them. Who are you running from, Thomas?
It's not very quick, is she? I have to say I agree with that. 100%. 110%. A million percent. But you can see there's something under the ground here. You can also see the cable leading to power to and from the generator. Oh, and over here we have a jack.
This looks like it could lift a pound or two. It's missing a handle, though.
And... creepy doll! Yay, creepy doll. Yay for creepy doll. And now, spark. It's enough power for us to absorb it. Now when I first tried this, if you go round the house to the left there, the direction that I'm facing, you can climb up go in through the window, switch on the generator, and then you have to come back here as Marianne, run through here, get to the button. However, the generator shuts down because it's unstable, it's been left too long, and it can only hold a charge for so long. And I'm glad to say that on my second attempt I figured out that if I stand Marianne here, take an out-of-body experience, leave here, round to the left, up here, and again. We can go.
There we go.
Like that, and then like that. And now it doesn't matter that the generator runs out of juice because I've got what I came here for. Puzzles aren't tremendously taxing, I just lack common sense or that ability to think outside the box sometimes. I look for the complicated solution and usually there's an easy solution. But anyway, here we go. We've got the jack. There's some heavy story exposition coming up, so my voice will go quiet. Warning.
Was this the Red House? It was then I knew. This was the place. The answers were right in front of me, buried among the ashes. There's gotta be something left.
You would think. So I commented as well in the last couple of attempts at recording this. This game likes to lead you around by the nose in some sections because it gives you the spirit trail to follow. And I know it's maybe been driving people crazy that I'm not exploring outside of that, but I think it comes at a point when the developers have something really important to the story that they want to tell you, and they want to make sure that you get that in. And so I don't think anything else is explorable until you've seen this. So we're just going to take a walk up here. There we are. There's our first story highlight.
You think you're tough? When you hear them squeal and you smell their bodies burning, you'll tell me everything. You'll beg me to listen.
God. There were children inside? Was she? Was I?
So this sick fuck is the agent. The one that was trying to talk to Richard, asking Francis questions, trying to talk to Lillian. Exaggerated cruelty for storytelling is a good device in a way when you don't have time to build up a character's backstory and you want the audience to dislike him. You want the person playing the game to know that this guy has no redeeming features, so don't look for them. So we don't get a lot of background information on this guy up to this point. And then he's doing these extreme acts. We literally hear his voice in a couple of echoes. So
Goddamn freaks. You think you're so special? You'll burn just like the rest of us.
Jesus. Who the fuck is that guy?
I almost don't need to follow the spirit trail here though, because I've done this 3 times. Well, this is the 3rd time.
Okay, let's see who you really are. You fuck. Locked up tight, huh? You wanna give it a go? Be my guest. Nah, this one's all yours. I like to think I'm more of the brains of the operation. Yeah, I got an idea. Why don't we... or that. Yeah, or two, I guess. Right. What do we have here? Fuck. I knew he was trouble. Security service. That little shit.
That's no way to talk about a government agent, comrade.
That is the guy that was setting fire to the house, yes.
Wake up, comrade. Socialism ain't gonna build itself.
Fuck. You don't know who you're messing with, kid.
Oh, but I do. I've spent a lot of time getting to know you, Thomas. In fact, you're kind of a pet project of mine.
Oh, yeah? What's my Speedo size?
Funny guy. Oh, I love this one. You like it too, comrade?
Fuck you.
Let's play a game. It's called What Makes Thomas Tick? So, the Nazis found you in Warsaw when you were, what, 3 years old? Oh, they were gonna kill you, but they didn't. No, they saw your potential and wanted to harness it. But then... poof. The war's over. In comes the heroic Red Army, and...
They locked me up for years. Fucking savages.
they do important scientific research. Find out what it is that makes you special. And what is that exactly?
Ask your mom.
You enjoy it, don't you? Hurting people like those scientists. What were you? 18? I saw the photographs. I know how to make a man hurt, but I gotta say, I was impressed.
Stick around. I'll give you a live demonstration.
And there you were, free at last, but always on the run. And look at you, you almost made it. But you had to use this power of yours again. And on who? On your best friend, Richard.
Had it coming.
Yes. Oh no, you wanted revenge, I understand. I would do anything for my child, too. Whatever it takes.
Leave my children out of this.
Children. Yes. How much pain would you endure to keep them safe? What would you sacrifice for them? Your freedom, maybe?
Let me go, you piece of shit!
That's what I thought. I'll let you go. But first, I want you to tell me all about these powers of yours.
Then earn it! Come on! Enough of this sissy shit! Hit me!
I thought you'd never ask. Get some rest, Thomas. The next time you wake up, the real pain begins.
Yep, this guy is not well. Not well in the head at all.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Time's running out.
What did you do?
Here. See yourself.
No! You sick fuck! Let me out of here! Let me out!
They're still in there, Thomas. Will you show me now?
I will. Conrad. Whatever it takes. Fucking finally. I thought he'd never give us a chance. Okay, gotta move fast. Thankfully, this place has a way of messing with the time flow. I still got a chance to save them.
Right, so quick couple of things there. Thomas has children, not child. So, as well as Lillian, there's another kid. Lillian said that Marianne was always with her, so inference, Lillian and Marianne are sisters. Okay? Marianne knew that her parents died in an accident. Marianne also has the report from the hospital where her body's covered in burns. You know, the clues are all there. Marianne obviously hasn't quite figured it out yet. This is teasing the story for her, but I'm sure she's going to put two and two together. One other thing that I quickly want to talk about is the masks. We know we had to find some masks for people who were torn apart. We had to find the mask, find their name, help them find their identity again, and use that to move them on to the next life. We've seen masks in different contexts. We've seen Jack with his mask at the start, all confused and upset. We've seen Richard, young Richard, when we played as Thomas the first time. Young Richard had glasses on over his mask. And we've seen Sadness, who's different to them all, in that one, she has the really dark eye holes in her mask, and two, she can remove the mask voluntarily and put it back on. The only one we've seen do this so far. So she's special in a certain way, different to everyone else we've come across so far. So keep that in mind. I think that might be important. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it off here. This is a good place to stop. We might be just under 30 minutes, so I'm not really that stressed about that. We would have had a full longer episode had that content not been cut in between the end of the last episode and the beginning of this one. I can only say it's part of my learning curve. And these mistakes are all things that I can take forward to the next game that I play. And make sure that I'm doing it better for you guys. So we'll leave off there, and we'll come back next episode. We will have, we will take Thomas through this sick guy's mind. Hopefully, he's able to rescue someone from the house. I know what we've inferred suggests that only one's rescued, but we can but hope. Anyway, you guys take care, be kind to each other, and I will catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.